What's up everybody, I'm Alex, aka Alex the Vagabond, and you are watching Vagabrothers. And in this video, we will be climbing to Uhuru Peak at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, 19,341 feet or 5,850 odd meters. This is gonna be a super hard climb. We're going up the Western Breach route, which is essentially a landslide that we will be scurrying up, entering right into the heart of the volcano, into the crater, and then onwards to Uhuru Peak and the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. Right now, we're breaking down camp at Lava Tower. We're at around 15,000 feet. And the first thing we have to do is hike another 1,000 feet up to Arrow Glacier Camp at around 16,000 feet. We'll have a short overnight, wake up real early before the sun comes up, and take on the Western Breach. It's gonna be an awesome video. Fingers crossed, we're doing everything we can to make it to the top and to take you all with us. Let's go. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. Hakuna matata. 16,000 feet, Arrow Glacier Camp, 4,903 meters. We stay here overnight, wake up tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. and then we climb that.
Yeah.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
Thank you. We should take a moment to just thank the porters at Kili Warriors. They're such rock stars. They went all the way up, maybe 3 times as fast as we did. You get to camp at 16,000 feet. Your tent's set up, your bed is laid out, your bags are here. Superhuman feats,
and I mean,
honestly.
like, look at this bag.
Yeah.
Look at this bag.
That goes on somebody's head.
Packed.
And they carry their own backpacks. So, I mean, the porters are superhuman, and they're always in good spirits, and that's just so inspiring. It's about 3 in the morning right now. We've had intermittent sleep between the diamox wreaking havoc on our bladders every hour in the cold, but it's time to get packed up. We got breakfast in about 20 minutes, and then we're gonna make our way up the Western Breach. Headlamps, helmets, and pretty much all the articles of clothing that I packed. So the big day is upon us. It's time to summit Mount Kilimanjaro. You gotta blow the water back down into the tube or else your nipple will freeze, quite literally. And then you have to take your bag off every time you want a sip of water. Not good. Also, I had to stop and throw some toe warmers in my boots because I just straight up could not feel my feet. But right now we're We're making headway, pole pole, slowly, slowly, but we're in the rockfall corridor. This is the most dangerous part of the climb because as you can see, there's just giant boulders all around, and they're holding together quite precariously. Hence the reason we're leaving so early in the morning, because the cold temperatures kind of freeze the rocks together and make for a better climbing surface. So we can't really linger here, but we're making progress. We're kind of getting up to the snow line. There's headlamps very far up the mountain in front of us and some behind us as well. But we're feeling good and we're well on our way. So time to keep climbing. I've never seen anything like that. Woo! Well, this has been one of the most beautiful, harsh, and savage sunrises of my life. We're not even halfway up the Western Breach. We've been going for a solid 2 hours, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunrise. We're starting to get color in the sky. Mount Meru over there in the distance. What a way to start the day. The rock stairs, pretty rocking. All right, well, we have made it off the rock train. And now we're starting to climb the rock stairs. We have climbed. We are not done climbing.
Not done.
Not done?
Not done. We have more to go. But we're gonna do it. We're not gonna fall. That's the plan.
Look at these rock formations, dude.
They're crazy.
It's insanity. Well, we just conquered the Western Breach. And I'm not gonna lie, that was the most difficult climb of my life.
I've tried hard to climb my way up stuff before, but I've never tried that hard, only hiking with my legs. It's pretty crazy and rewarding to be up here.
Yeah, dude. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We're above the clouds. We're on the roof of Africa. We're not quite at the summit yet, though. So we're gonna head over to that giant glacier over there, part of the northern ice field. Well, we have made it to the crater and we've walked across an extremely alien landscape. It really just, I don't know, it feels like you're walking across the moon or Mars or something. And then there are these huge glaciers. This is the northern glacial ice field. You know, this ice has been here for hundreds of thousands of years. Unfortunately, scientists believe that all of the glaciers on Kilimanjaro will be completely melted and disappear by 2025. I feel honored and privileged to be able to come here and to to touch this ice. Kilimanjaro is made famous by the snow-capped peak in equatorial Africa. By all accounts, it just should not be there. And by all accounts, in a few years, it won't be. But what is really fascinating about this glacial field is that there's no real water on the ground. Yes, it is melting, but it's doing so in an interesting way. A process called sublimation. Essentially, the hot, intense tropical sun at this altitude is so strong that when it hits the ice, it instantly vaporizes it. So it goes from a solid to a gas, and it skips the liquid phase. I feel really honored to be able to explore it a little bit more than just going straight to the peak, touching the sign, and bouncing out. Because this place is really unique. There are very few environments like this on our planet. And to be honest, it feels like we're on a different one. All right, after a 3-hour trek from the edge of the Western Breach to the glaciers, we have made it to the top of Ruche Crater. It is named after Pastor Richard Ruche. He set the record essentially for the most summits for a foreigner, 65 summits. But on the inside of this crater is the ash pit. And that is essentially the heart of Kibo. It's the heart of the volcano. It's 120 meters deep, it's 360 meters wide, and it's one of the most perfect examples of a ash pit in the world. So we have made it to the heart of the volcano. You can smell the sulfur. There's actually sulfur just kind of like littered around on the ground here. To be up here alone, to see the crater, to see the heart of the volcano, definitely worth it. The only thing we have left to do is make it to the top of Uhuru Point. Let's go. I'm hurting real bad. I ran out of water at the top of the Western Breach, and then it took us about 3 hours to get to the glacier and then up to the rim of the volcano. And that whole time I was just out there in that strong sun with not enough water. My stomach's acting up. I got a headache. I am just like breaking down. But we still have one more big push to the summit, which is just over there. So I'm gonna drink another one of these and making it to the top. Last little bit. Really gotta push. I can barely even hold the camera up. I gotta touch that sign and finish the climb. Well, exactly 12 hours later, we have made it to Uhuru Point. Woo! Boom! 5,895 meters, 19,341 feet. The roof of Africa, the highest point in the continent, and one of the 7 summits. I also want to give a huge shout out to my mom, who's currently in the battle of her life, fighting breast cancer, but she's going hard. And it's all up here. Determination, positivity will always win the day. So just know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And if you have to climb a mountain to prove it, then so be it. Make it this one. Even if you think you can't do it. Come here, climb with Kili Warriors, push yourself, and touch this sign. All right? Because you can do it. Couldn't have done it without these guys. Kili Warrior, thank you for having us. Thank you for getting us up here.
It's our pleasure.
What did I learn from climbing Kilimanjaro? The lessons of the mountain are mysterious. Some are instantly apparent, reaching the summit, challenging myself physically, creatively, etc., while others take the passage of time to reveal themselves. As you climb, the oxygen gets thinner and you become way more aware of each individual breath. You focus your actions in this flow, this kind of innate walking meditation. Maybe it's just being surrounded by the primal beauty of the elements that encourages you to tune back into the rhythm of the wild. To watch the sun rise and set, to walk through this primeval land of lava and ice. Past plants and animals seen nowhere else on Earth. To sleep under the shadow of the moon in the icy embrace of the mountain. Kilimanjaro taught me a profound appreciation for the value of breath, our life force. The fuel for our body that clears our thoughts, but most profoundly, breath brings us unconditionally back into the present and propels us into the future. Kilimanjaro makes you feel alive. Being up there, the noise just falls away and things get simple again. Move, breathe, live, here, now, in the present. That's why I came. I guess that's why we all come. It's really that simple.
Pumba! Pumba, Alex!